this guy, this man, he's not human. Hello, huge movie fanatic Nate, stopping on by. This time I'm coming at you to showcase something that I talked about in my fan commentary of the original Halloween 2 from 1981. I think I'm pretty sure I talked about me being 12 years old and getting into Halloween and Halloween 2 at the time and really liking the movies, and a big part of me, liking the movies was of course the music. I'm pretty sure I got a cassette of the soundtrack for the first film. I don't know exactly where that is, but I was able to find this particular cassette soundtrack from the motion picture by the name of Halloween 2. Original motion picture soundtrack. Music composed and performed by John Carpenter in association with Alan Howarth. So I don't know how the hell to pronounce this outfit, but they put out a lot of soundtracks. The Varis Sarabande. I got this in 1989, back obviously before I had a CD player. The cassette soundtrack of Halloween 2. Taking a closer look at the front, on the top, original motion picture soundtrack, we've got VSC 81152 and the Varis Sarabande logo up top, and then a square with the Halloween 2. Music composed and performed by John Carpenter in association with Alan Howarth. And of course at the time this was like the poster / cover art for Halloween 2, the pumpkin with the skull coming out of it. We've got the same information on the bottom here, along with a copyright 1981 Dino De Laurentiis Corp. If you look at the spine of this particular cassette, you've got Halloween 2, all the same information, just laid out differently, and there you go. So looking at more or less the back of the audio cassette label thing, we've got all the tracks here. Halloween theme, number 1, number 2, Laurie's theme, number 3, he knows where she is, exclamation point, oh no! Number 4, Laurie and Jimmy. 5, he kills. Murder montage, I don't know what that goes into. Side 2, number 1, the shape enters Laurie's room, that's probably bum bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Ring. Number 2, Mrs. Elves. 3, this is what I talked about in the fan commentary, flats in the parking lot. That's when the nurse discovers all the flat tires in the parking lot. 4, Michael's sister. That must be like, I don't know what. 5, the shape stalks again. That's probably him chasing her, dun, 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 dun. Number 6, in the operating room. And 7, you actually do get Mr. Sandman, the classic song from the 50s, on here as well. As we can see, distributed in the United States by MCA Distributing Corp. 70 Universal City Plaza, Universal City, California, 91608. So pulling out the artwork and looking on the reverse side, we've got this information here. Produced for Varis Sarabande by Alan Howarth. Recording, editing, sequencing, and synthesizer programming by Alan Howarth. You've got some ad here. Other compact discs by John Carpenter: Dark Star, Escape from New York, The Fog, Halloween, Prince of Darkness, and Starman, all probably obviously released by this Varis Sarabande. P in copyright. That's better than poo in copyright. 1981, Dino De Laurentiis Corp. And you can read this other stuff. Looking at side 1 of the cassette itself, we're seeing all the same information that we already saw, basically on the artwork stuff, along with some additional information here. Tape information, stereo, and this here, I don't think there was any copyright year for this particular release on the artwork, but on the tape here we can see copyright 1988, which is really cool. I would get this tape a year after it was produced. Taking a look at side 2, this is the side 2 of the Halloween 2 original motion picture soundtrack. Pause and read if you want to. Brings back memories, I gotta tell you, being 12 years old and just having discovered Halloween 1 and 2 and getting the soundtracks on cassette tape. It was fun for me and acquaintances at the time to set up the PXL 2000 Fisher-Price video camera and put the soundtrack on the stereo and walk around. I walked around in my mom's long tan Loomis-like coat she had, and I was Loomis, and I don't know, some other kid was Michael, and we were just, you know, turn the soundtrack on in one big shot without any cuts or whatever, just play Halloween in the living room or whatever. So definitely fun times, and a lot of times I, you know, wish they would come back, but then it's like, well, then I gotta go through all the shit again that would come after those times, and also during those times, like school and bullies and just all this horse shit. But anyway, I am rambling. Hope you guys enjoyed this showcasing. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, we'll catch you on the next one.